Hoi Mirjam. En ook gewoon om stipt 8:30. Ha, Esther. Ik wacht nog even tot iedereen het gevonden heeft hoor. Nou ja, iedereen. Ah. Hi everyone. I'm just going to do a little share link on my Facebook. And then I'm going to start. I think a lot of you, wow. Somebody was passing by and I was like, wow, what is that? But what did I want to say? I totally forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, that everybody is tuning in late because I'm always late. And it's Friday night. What was I thinking? So my iPad is like really slow. Like really slow, wow. So just going to quickly share this link. Oh. Yes. Well, I'm not sure if this is like a really good time because it's like Friday night, but I thought, well, let's try it anyway. Because I know there might be more people like me that are just at home on Friday nights. And I guess there are probably a lot of places in the world where it's not Friday night, so maybe it's even Friday morning. So I forgot to type the word now. Yes. Okay, so last time I already said it's time for a new iPad. Wow, now it's typing for itself. Okay. I'm going to stick with live right because if I'm going to try and change this, this won't work. So let's start. So last time I needed to quickly do some changes because I messed up with the whole scheduling for my live video. So now I did some work and I did prepare a little bit better. So let's hope everything's going to stay as I've planned it. Okay, so now I'm hating my own ads. Yes, here I am. So let me put this iPad somewhere that it can fall. Let's see if I can get this chat. Yes, and I'm all set. Well, I really tried my best to get everything set before I pressed the go live button, but I guess that just doesn't work. But here it is. So now I can see you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do today. Last week I got this really cool box from Prima Marketing, which I yes, bought myself. Before everybody thinks that I get those supplies for free. No, I bought them over at Prima Marketing, but because we went to Spain, I didn't get to receive the box before we left. So I was really happy that I got it last Wednesday. And I uploaded a video to, a photo to Instagram and asked you guys if you wanted to see a live stream with all the new supplies, and everybody was like unanimously, yes, we want that. So here I am on a Friday night. But hey, why not? And I was a little bit in doubt what I should do with the live stream, because I'm not really used to doing a like whole video live. But yeah, well, just let me know what you think. If you want to know more about something that I show you, if you have any questions, just leave them or ask them, because that way it will be like really interactive, and I think that will be fun. So ask everything you want, and well, we're probably going to have a fun hour together. First, let me show what I got. First thing, you always buy these things. Maybe you recognize it, that you open your box and you see this thing and you think, wow, did I order that? And what was I thinking? So that's the problem with this one, because I didn't really realize what it was, but it said canvas book, large canvas book, and I was like, oh wow, that must be so cool. But now I've got it, and I'm not sure what to do with it. So there are some plastic sleeves in there, and maybe some of you can tell me what I should do with it, because I really don't know. But there are some cool canvas pages, and I think I can work with these. But I'm not sure what to do with the sleeves. So I'm probably going to create some cool cover for it though, and that's fun too. So I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to get rid of this one, because it will just keep continuing to lie everywhere where it shouldn't. So okay, I have like a lot of Finnabair stuff, because I'm a Finnabair ambassador and I wanted to stock on some supplies. So that's the reason why I have mostly Finnabair. But first, some Prima. I've got some Prima flowers, which are pretty awesome. I really like this one. It's like a really cool color. And I've got some Prima Marketing, what was the color? Minty Basil, I think. It doesn't say which one it is, but I think it's Minty Basil. And they're really cool. I love the way they are a bit icy and glittery, so you can use them with Christmas or maybe winter cards or something. And then we've got some other flowers. These are actually, hoi Janneke, actually alterable flowers. Alterable, wow, that's like a difficult word. By Finnabair, which I really love. And let me open one, because I haven't done that. And I think these are really cool to spray on with maybe some Lindy's ink or something. I really like these. So if you're wondering what it is, or I have added most of the links to the description box below the video. So if you want to know more about the product, just scroll down and you will see the links. So 2 of those. I was greedy. I wanted 2. So this is something that is fun, because I'm not sure if Shandy is watching, but Shandy just received a bottle just like this one this morning, because I kind of forgot I already had this. So yeah, well, I bought it, and then again I resold it in like the second day. I just forgot I had this color already. I needed to order violet, but I ordered purple, so I kind of messed up. So Well, that's for the paint. Let me try and structure this a little bit because I'm not really a structured person. So let's check out the rest of the paint. So this was actually a package of 3, a set. If I'm right, I think it's Rococo or something. Which contains these 3 colors. So I didn't, I already had the dark velvet, but I needed a new one anyway. So I thought, hey, Vintage Rose, that is not a color that I would use like really quickly, but I thought it could be a good challenge to buy it and just, well, force myself to use a color that I don't use that much. And I've got some brass hardware, which is like pretty awesome. I really love the color brass, and I'm waiting for H brass to stock up again because I really need to buy some new H brass wax, but this will do for now. And I've got a new mermaid, oh, emerald green. I wanted to say mermaid teal, but that's a different color. So emerald green, which is very pretty too. So I've got a bunch of stuff out of our daily collection. So let me stick to those for now. So I already had the other washi tapes and I don't really use them, but I wanted it anyway. Okay, so maybe you could call me a shopaholic, but then especially for craft supplies. But I don't have this with other stuff, only with craft supplies. So this one, and it's cool because I have matching washi tapes now, because now I have all 3 of them, which are absolutely fabulous together. I really like this. But now I still need to figure out a way to use them. So this is a series 2, but I already had these 2 with the words and the sticker words you need stickers, which are pretty cool. And now I also have the sticker photos. I really like this. Haha, Katie, but this is like a really good thing to do when you're waiting to pick your kids from school. I think that's cool. Okay, so faces. Vintage faces, old faces. I like this. I'm always wondering who are these people and what were they doing, or who were they, what were their lives like. And yeah, well, my imagination just goes wild with these kind of photos. And then I have like the stickers. I didn't have these yet. I did have the, let me see, the other fin stickers. So these, and I thought these were just really matching the rest. I really like this with the moon and everything. Yeah, I really like this. I really like everything except for my canvas book, because I don't know what to do with it. Yes. So next up, I've got this little cute box with ATC cards. I thought, well, let's be a very lazy crafter and just buy myself some black cards instead of painting cardboard black. So that's the reason why I have these black cards. But they are they really come, they are like really, how do you call it, practical? No. Okay, so I'm messing up my English again. Yes, well, I really like them because you can make these little color swatches and reference cards with them. And that's cool. So that's also a reason why I really like them. And I like to create ATC cards. Well, let's do the medium later. Okay, so I've got these fun little bottles here. This is a set of Mica flakes. And for those of you who haven't worked with Mica yet, it's so cool. I thought of doing some ATC coins. 80 coins. And I'm going to use some Mica on them too. This isn't Mica flake, this is Mica powder. Going to use some Mica flakes on them just so you can see what to do with them, because it's really cool and it's just, yeah, well, I really like it. And then I have some more. Well, I scooped this one in, but I didn't really bought it last week, but I wanted to show you anyway because this is a bottle of Mica flakes, but then the big one. So you can really see what it is. With some glue, and it just makes everything more pretty. So I did use them on my palette, which I uploaded yesterday. Let me get my palette and I can show you what the Mica flakes look like. So now you can see the palette in real life. Well, not real life, but so you can see the Mica flakes here. And that is really, really cool. I really like this. So I'm really missing like the Facebook hearts and like thumbs up because I'm not sure if you guys like it, but I think you do. Let's see. Where was I? The Mica flakes, yes. Some glass glitter, which is cool because it's glass and it's glitter. So you can use it as the same as the Mica flakes. Some more glass glitter, but then another color. Hey, Ilse. Okay, Gina. So Gina is asking what color. Ooh, look what the Mica does. What color I'm using? What kind of glue I'm using for my Mica flakes? So I used soft gel. So maybe some soft gloss gel or soft matte, but I always use soft gel. And sometimes I do use glossy accents, just because the bottle has like this tiny nib. Okay, look what just happened. Yay, Mica. Okay, so I wanted to show you this, but I think the package is a bit, well, messy. So I'm going to really quickly close this again. Whoa. Okay, so the Mica just exploded. So if you ever wonder what mica powder is, well, this is mica powder and it's really messy. Okay, so now I can't even close the lid. Well, it'll do. Look what just happened. And now if I like breathe, I see all these glittery and sparkly things in my room. So it's kind of like magic, which we all like. We're all a little kid inside. Wow. Okay. But this copper mica flakes, mica powder is really, really pretty, but it's also really messy. Okay. So this is what I showed you guys. Okay, so I got some glitter. Some more. Even more. Look. Okay, so this is a set. And I'm not really into the like really yellow gold, but the rest is gorgeous. So really silver, gold, bronze, gold, gold, copper. Also very cool. And what I really like about these little cute bottles, that they do have, look at my hand, they do have like these little holes, so you can shake the glitter out. Perfect. So no messing with spoons or whatever. Okay, so guys, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, because I'm still unsure what the thumbs up do, but I think the video will how do you call it, show in people's timelines sooner as when you have more thumbs up. Wow, that was like a really good English sentence, don't you think? Okay, this is it. So maybe some of you are waiting to see if the video is going to be any good. I forgot a little. So these are these cute, I'm going to unpack these because they are just too cute. I'm not sure what to do with them, but I like them anyway. So the little hands. These are gorgeous. So, and then for the mediums. Hi, Sabrina. The mediums. So I kind of did some work beforehand because I thought, well, these mediums are never going to dry on time. Thank you for the thumbs up, Janneke. So this crackle I did just like an hour ago, so that's the reason why it's still a bit wet. But you can see the crackle. It's platinum crackle, so I'm going to write it down because otherwise I won't know what it is. But it's the platinum crackle. I was wondering how I spell platinum. So, platinum crackle. Isn't this gorgeous? And so, platinum crackle. I've got some heavy gesso. I thought I wouldn't do, I just didn't need to do any demonstration of my black gesso. Yay, 10. Okay, so somebody just canceled their thumbs up. Why is that? Yay, 11 again. Let's make a game out of this. So white sand and black sand. So white sand isn't actually white, it's more transparent, but it's so pretty. And black sand is like gravel. I think this is so gorgeous. And the other day someone was asking me why I painted over it, because then you wouldn't see the effect. And that's true, I know, but it's just so gorgeous. And even if you just add some black gesso in it, it's still really gorgeous. Okay, what is platinum crackle? This is platinum crackle. It's crackle paste, but then platinum. Sounds easy. Yes, it's gorgeous. I like this. And black sand, white sand. So these come in the same, but I don't know. I bought a small tube. I don't know why. Well, not exactly. It's more like an opaque platinum crackle. I really can't explain. It's more... Yes, well, maybe you should just buy it, Miriam, so you can like experience yourself. I don't really have an example of normal crackle paste, so yes, well, you just have to trust me that it's really pretty. Nope, I didn't, not yet, not yet. I waited for the sculpture medium because I know a lot of people wanted to see that, so I just waited a little for everybody to arrive. So I'm just keeping it for the last. Okay, so I've got some art pebbles. Ja, en meer transparant, hè? Ja. Okay, and last, but not very least, I did some work up front. So I already filled my silicone molds with some 2-component resin. I tried to link my amazing casting resin that I use from eBay, but somehow from Amazon, but it somehow didn't work. So I'm going to add that link later on. And if you really are curious what it is, just check out the video that I uploaded this morning, maybe yesterday, the palette, and the amazing resin link is also in that description. So I already filled them. I'm going to just get rid of those excess pieces. That one just slipped right under my nail. If you don't use 2-component resin yet, just trust me, start using it. It's like a fast resin. I'm using a bit different resin than I did before, because I did try some different resins, but the amazing casting resin or the fast resins are really cool. So they cure in like 10 minutes. And the only thing that you really should do is make sure it's like a 1-to-1. Oh well, how do you call it in English? So it needs to be the same amount from both of the bottles. So 2 components. But these pieces are so gorgeous. You can't achieve this with clay. You just can't. So I've got wings and a locket. Yes, it's really so much easier. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly get these out of their mold and show you guys. Ja, deze is echt super. It's so easy to remove these pieces out of their mold, and the mold stays clean also. So I really like that. So, 2 silicone molds, a redesign mold and a Finnabair mold. I believe this is one from the collection that was initially created for Michaels only, but then I think Michaels discontinued the collection, so everybody could buy it, if I'm telling the story correctly. So okay, so we've got a wing. Oh, I like the way this wing look. Some more wings. And the locket. So the locket is cool. And these are just all kind of ornaments. Flowery, bloomy. I'm really loving this one because it's a little bit Celtic-like. And the rest of the flowery things. So these are nice. I like them. So maybe I can do some ATCs with these. That would be cool. But I'm not sure if that will fit. So what I planned to do was creating some ATCs and using the sculpture medium, because a lot of you were asking about that, and I could really easily combine it with while creating something, because that's much more fun to watch than just hear me talk. So I'm just cleaning up a little bit because my table is full. I'm just getting rid of some of my stuff. Well, not really getting rid of it, but... Okay, so the mica flakes stay. And maybe some glitter too. So I actually bought 2 new cabinets today. And I'm planning on showing you guys a new craft room tour. But I'm still wondering, studio tour, but I'm still thinking, should I do it live or should I just shoot a video? So I'm still deciding on that. Well, I think I'm going to use this one. Maybe the rest. So I actually didn't plan on what to create now. So I just thought I could tell you a little something about these things and then just create, maybe improvise a little. But I'm not that good at improvising. So let's hope this is going to be cool to watch. Okay. Ooh, maybe I can do something with the new liquid acrylics. Okay. They can stay for now. Okay, so what I got to use as my ATC, I had these fun little cards. Where are they? Okay, so when you get your icing paste, I really couldn't come up with a name. You always get like these little cardboard cards in the containers. So last time I received some of those containers, I was like, I need to keep those because they can really easily be used as ATC cards. So that is what I'm going to do. And now I see like the screen is a bit dark, so I'm going to quickly try and lighten it a bit. So I need to get you guys out of the... I thought I could do something about the light, but... this is better. Yes. I think this is better. So let me get you guys back into this thing. Okay, so maybe a little backwards. Yes. Oh no, now I'm messing up this the setup. Woo. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have touched my phone, but I did it. Okay, so wow, this is going to work. Okay, but now I'm still in doubt what I should use. Maybe just color these first and then I'll see later. So I found out that the Heavy Gesso by Finnabair is like the best gesso there is. Because it covers so easily. And I only realized that it did after I compared it with some other gessos. And I really liked the coverage. Okay, so I need to find myself like a soft brush and not a stiff brush. Okay, so this coverage is so good. And I know it's heavy gesso, so it should be good, but well, the name heavy gesso doesn't say everything. So I'm going to make 3. Like this is this funny thing because when I make tags or labels, I always make 2. And if I create 8 C's, I always create 3. I don't know why, but it's just, I think it's a tick or something. It's just a habit. Maybe somewhat neurotic. Okay, so maybe I need some paint. So this afternoon I was a bit scared because I didn't really realize that there would be a festival going on around here, just around the corner. It's like a 2-minute walk. And they're celebrating something called Oktoberfest. So maybe some of you may know what it is, but it's actually a German festival. But it kind of, well, flew over to the Netherlands. I'm not sure if flew over is a sentence that you can use in English, but you will know what I mean. So now more and more people are celebrating Oktoberfest, and it's actually nothing more than just drinking beer and eating bratwurst. But I realized that they were doing this on the festival terrain like 2 minutes from here. But I'm not hearing anything, so maybe it's just not that fun, or maybe they aren't that loud. $11 thumbs up. I at 12. I only see 11 guys and girls. Okay, so for the people that are following me for a bit longer know that I'm using a glass table, but I still like to tell you guys about it for the people that haven't followed me yet. So I'm using a glass table, and that's why you saw me scraping off the paint with this thing. And it's so easy to use. I would recommend everybody to use glass. It's so easy. You don't have to use paint palettes and everything. Okay, so I hope this is the size of an 8C. I think so. Normally I would cheat and create a big, larger 8Cs. And I don't know if you guys do that, but when I measure out my 8Cs, I always pinch in like maybe a millimeter or 3 or sometimes 8. Okay, so now I need to decide what I'm going to use on these. I think this would be cool. Like, maybe just a little less is more today. That's not particularly my thing, but let's do that. I can't decide on what to put on there. Yes, I'm going to go for that one. Okay, so let me quickly get rid of the rest. So I sorted out my pieces today, and I have like these plastic containers now where I keep them. And that's really cool. Okay, so I need to show you guys this because it's fun. And I can untouch. Wow. Okay, so I could get my phone. So these are the containers that I use. So this is mid-form castings. And these are all my resin pieces. So I created a bit too much wings. I've got like an overload on wings. Okay, so get back to my ATCs. Get you hooked on the electricity again. Charging. No, there isn't something like too much in crafting or art. Okay, now I did it again. Well, I shouldn't touch my phone. Why do I do that? So next time if I'm doing that, just remind me I shouldn't. So you guys don't get like seasick. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, sculpture medium. Guys, sculpture medium. So this is a bit similar to like hard text or hard sealer or stiffy that you've got from Plate. It's actually a medium that dries fabric to where it stays like hard and stiff. I'm not sure how to explain this like on a good way, but that's mainly what happens. But I'm going to show you. So I like to use cheesecloth and just pieces of cheesecloth. Let me cut this. And although it's non-toxic, I like to use gloves with the sculpture medium because, well, you get the most dramatic effect if you're soaking your fabric in the medium. So it really needs to get soaked, and you really can do that without using your hands. And although I really like to get my hands dirty, I don't like to have like a lot of medium on my hands. So that's why I'm using like these really cool blue gloves. And the next thing that I'm going to do is get myself a plastic container. Just to use for the medium. So I'm not sure if you need to shake it, but I do that anyway. And I'm just squeezing a little bit on top of that. And you don't have to like overdo it, but you should use enough, because if you don't use enough, the fabric won't get soaked, and the effect won't be like you want to. So if you used enough, you shouldn't have to use any more glue or gels or whatever. If it doesn't stays on, that's a paint. Oh no, a ink. And you should use more if it doesn't sticks to the base. So I'm not using like a lot, but just enough. I'm wetting it. And then just untangle it again. And the funny thing is, this actually smells pretty good. So I'm trying to achieve like this effect where I use quite a lot of sculpture medium and just a little. Well, you can use your heat tool, so it doesn't really need that much time to dry. When I used it yesterday, I just well, adhere it or just applied it onto my palette, and then I started painting all the elements, and then I dried it a little with a heat tool and it was dry. So it's not that slowly drying. Maybe need some more. Yeah, it's quite quick, to be honest. In comparison to other mediums, it's like Speedy Gonzales. So now I've used like a lot, as you can see. So the effect will be a bit different. So the funny thing is that I always, when I use cheesecloth, I always burn it with my heat tool. Not that I want to, but that just happens. So I found out yesterday that it doesn't get burned that easily with this medium. So that's a good thing. So I think it's really sticky, so I think it's best to close the lid very well. And then just dry it. Get rid of that container. I really didn't use it. But hey, get rid of my gloves because I hate using plastic gloves. And I'm just going to show you how quickly it dries. So I really planned on using my platinum crackle too, but the crackle paste doesn't dry that quickly. So I would mess up the effect by using my heat tool. So I kind of decided not to use the platinum crackle. But maybe I'm going to use some structure paste or modeling paste anyway. Yes, I think this was like an epiphany. I was like, hey, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my sand paste because I need to dry it anyway. So why not use a little bit of paste too? Okay, so I really like to use my fingers with these types of paste because it's, you can just really smoothen out where it needs to be. So I really regret I only ordered this small tube instead of the big container, but my next order probably will be a big one too again. So yeah, I'm really a shopaholic when it comes to these supplies, but they're also pretty. Okay, so I kind of figured that you need to clean these tubes really well because it dries so thick, and I think you will eventually won't be able to open the tube again. So okay, so I'm going to dry this. I was drying it anyway because of the sculpture medium. So going to do that a little bit more. Hey Wilma, you're late. Okay, so I actually thought there were like all spots on my table, and I was like, wow, I've cleaned it just like half an hour ago or so. But then I realized it's just paint spots on my iPad because I always use my splatter technique when I'm using my iPad. Dus je bent wel toe aan een beetje ontspanning, Wilma. So you guys are really quiet this time. I'm like waiting for everybody to start chatting with each other, and but you are all quiet. Maybe a lot of you are just like really sneaky watching the video, pretending to watch a movie on the couch with their better half. Okay, so Ilse got like this new obsession where she really likes to bind her journals, which I think she does an incredible job in. But it's like an obsession. Every time I speak to her, she's like sewing in new bindings. But they really look cool. Okay, so as you can see, it's dried quite quickly. It's all stiff already. So what it actually does is creating a layer which makes it, well, not flexible anymore. Wow. I thought, what was I hearing? And there was a fly. Hey, Kobe. So I'm not sure how to show it, but you can see like it doesn't move anymore. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to add a layer of black gesso because I'm going to work on black because that's easy and fun, and I like working on black. So I'm just quickly applying a layer of gesso, just really quick. So because of Ilse, well, not because of, but maybe a little, I also ordered the bookbinding tool. And I've got some pieces of leather, and I got some watercolor, fabric paper, and everything. I've got like everything here, but I'm just too scared to start creating a journal. Yes, well, the cats do want their attention too, Janneke. So I'm glad I'm having my studio upstairs now, because in the other house we had, we used to sit together in the same room, and our dog was there, and well, it was always one great happy family, but doing live streams with a dog isn't really, well, how do you call it? Practical? No. It doesn't work. So I really like the effect of the sculpture medium, because it's just, this one is really good. I've used a lot of mediums that do the similar thing, but this one is really good. It's just, it dries quickly, and it dries really gorgeous, and well, you can create such awesome texture. Well, I should dry it first, but create really cool texture when using things like fabric. I think this will be so pretty with lace. So I'm probably going to try that tomorrow. I'm still having 3 days off left, so I need to start working again this Tuesday, and I have been having days off for 3 weeks. So I'm starting a new job. So I'm kind of working ahead, because I'm a bit scared that my new job will like ask so much from my concentration and from my like energy, that I'm a bit scared that I won't be able to really create art the next weeks. Yeah, well, it's, well, a bit I went a bit overboard, I guess, with my studio. So the other day, Nikki was walking around and he was like, "Oh no, he said, wouldn't it be fun if you like calculate what your room would be worth?" And I was like, "No, that isn't fun." I don't know what you're talking about. That isn't fun. That's like really, really, how do you call it? Confrontating. It's my disease. No, I'm not going to do that. So where are my chat? Where's my chat? Okay, so now, okay, maybe you guys are just quiet. Okay. Yeah, well, let's make these a little bit more black. Yeah, well, to be honest, I have like this chaotic head. And it kind of asks a lot of my well, concentration or energy to learn new things. So well, I'm going to do work that is like completely different from what I've done, and I think that will probably soak up most of my energy, so that's why. I need a small brush. Let's see. I think this is good. I really like these. And the fun thing is with this black gesso, they are black in like seconds. Well, not maybe seconds, but almost. So there's this really annoying huge fly that just arrived in my room. And it's so distracting. I'm not sure how it got here because all flies died. Well, I thought. But apparently he didn't. And now he's making a lot of noise and keeps distracting me. Yes, this black gesso is a really, really good. I'm not sure if the other gessos wouldn't cover this good, but I kind of was surprised how easy this was. So maybe it's because it's a heavy gesso, so it's a bit thicker than other gessos. So I'm always painting in like these steps because I don't want to get my hands dirty too much. But it's just a stupid thing because they always turn out really, really dirty. And covered in paint and ink and everything. So I think these will be beautiful using paint and wax. I'm probably going to do that. Because it's an easy technique, and if you haven't seen my video with the full tutorial from last night, you probably won't have seen this technique too. And it's a really cool technique and it's easy. You achieve such beautiful effects. But in my experience, it's always best to use a layer of gesso first because the paint coverage is just so much better when you use gesso before. So the reason why I'm not using like expensive or like good quality brushes is because I really don't take care of my brushes. So that's why I'm always using like these dollar store kind of brushes. Yes, I like a mess, but I also really like to clean up. So I've spent last 2 days with just reorganizing my craft room and selling some stuff that I just had. Well, the stuff that I haven't used for like in a decade. So I sold it and I was just reorganizing and cleaning up everything, and I really like to do that too. But I do get a lot of comments from people that say, wow, you're working so well structured and everything is always clean, but I really clean my table in between like so much. So especially when I'm recording a video, I'm doing this like 20 times in an hour or something. I just like to have a clean table. Okay, so it's not clean, but it's cleaner. Okay. So let me think, what should I do? I want to use a little text and I want to create some more texture. But maybe it isn't even necessary. I think I'm going to use wax. I did this thing yesterday with like the turquoise satin wax. And that was really cool, so I'm going to do that again, I think. So using the turquoise satin, and I think I'm going to create 3 different type of stacks, color-wise then. And yesterday I was using a dabber brush and I found out that with these type of textures, a dabber brush is really fun to use. This is just gorgeous. Look at this. It's so pretty. And this is just some cheesecloth and modeling paste, texture paste. It really isn't more than it is. Let's see, vintage silk is cool too. Vintage silk, turquoise satin, and yes, of course, royal robes. I'm almost feeling really sorry for the fly because he's trying to get away, find his way out, but all the windows are closed. So I'm going to create 3 different tags, but then again, they are a bit the same because they're will be in a similar style, but I try to create 3 different tags. If you look at the colors. So thinking and talking at the same time isn't like a really good thing to do. That just isn't working. So royal robes is always a bit less, a bit more transparent than the rest is. So you need a couple of or just more layers. So I thought I could combine the old Opal Magic colors with some newer metallic colors. So let's see what I could use. I think Sweet Rose will be cool. No. This will be, let's see, what can I use? This one. And yes, well, peacock. I did that in my video, last video too, but it's just so pretty if you do it like this. I really like this. It's gorgeous. I hope you can see it. Yeah, well, it shows on on the video, but I will create, or I will take photos when they are finished, and then I think you're probably going to see the effect a little bit better, but Okay, so I'm really loving the effect of using both of these waxes because they are so pretty together. Ja, Gina, dat is hier, kijk. Dit is op wit. So Gina asked me if I had them on white. So these are the waxes on white. So as you can see, the Open Magics hardly show on white, but they really show on black. So that's cool. Okay, so last but definitely not least, some Indian pink, which is like this really vibrant fuchsia kind of color, and I love it. Yes, this is really nice. I like this. Okay, so I'm going to do some paint on these, but now I need to figure out what color of paint. I think I'm probably switching colors, so maybe on this one a orange one and a blue one and a purple one. I think that will look nice. So let's see, I need a blue one. I can use my new mermaid's emerald green. But where is it? Here. I can use this one. I can use, well, not this one. This one. And maybe my brass. Yes, this will look cool. So I haven't even used this one yet. Just scraping off the paint because it would be a waste if I throw it away. Oh wow, I'm using a really wet brush and that won't work. So the coverage is like really bad, but that's because I'm using a wet brush instead of a dry brush. So I need to switch brushes. So now the coverage is a bit better. But this paint needs another layer. I was hoping to finish it with one layer, but I think it needs another one. So clean the brush. Okay, so fighting with the lid just to get it closed again. Look, this one is a bit better with this coverage, but I'll probably need to add 2 layers anyway. Because I want like really vibrant colors. So for the colors, just so you know what I'm using, I'm going to use a purple one, which is amethyst, emerald green, and aged brass hardware. see what happens with water. It turns blue. I really like using dry brushes. That is really much better. So just adding a second layer of brass hardware. I guess the paint wasn't dried yet. So let's finish this one. And then the blue one, something weird happened with this one. So now I need to decide whether I'm going to match these with the ATCs or just mix them. Let's see what I'm going to do. I'm really loving these ornaments. They are so pretty. So I'm probably going to mix up the colors. I think that's going to be a bit more interesting to see than if I'm just using the coordinating colors. I guess this is cool. Maybe this isn't. Yes, I like this. Okay, so thinking of what I should use on the rest of the ATC. Maybe just add some glitter. Yeah, probably going to do that. I'm not going to use too much because it's going to be too much like really fast. I'm going to get my favorite color, aged brass. I could also do white gold. No, I'm going to use aged brass, I guess. Maybe I can do a little mixing here too. Nah. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I need the blue one and I need a pink one. Okay, so let's just use a tiny bit of wax on this, just to make sure that you get to see the texture of the piece. But if you do this, make sure you don't use too much wax, because then the effect will just be ruined. Look at this, it's so pretty. Okay, so now I'm already regretting that I did this with a finger, because this one just stays on forever. It's so hard to get off your fingers, even with a scrubby. But it does look cool, so it's worth it. En it's so easy, Janneke. Het is, yeah, super makkelijk. Okay, so see what happens when you use too much wax? Okay, so now I need to color the whole flower. I do have like these little wooden stakes. I'm going to use that to clean it up because it's just not pretty. So why did I go so fast? I won't be able to clean it up, so I'm just going to leave it this way. Otherwise I will just get frustrated. So I'm still in doubt whether I should do this. This is cool too. I'm going to go for this. It's safe, but it's cool. It looks nice. I know it's not that exciting and not that challenging, but I like the way this looks. Okay, let me think. I'm using like a lot less product than I would use normally. So maybe I should add something. They look a bit boring. Okay, so maybe they don't. Maybe I should just restrain myself. Okay, I'm going to adhere these with some heavy body gel. Okay, so I'm going to get you guys a little bit lower. No, it isn't metal. It's resin. To be honest. Really cool, right? So now you guys can see it a bit better. It are actually resin pieces. How cool is that? Whoa, I shouldn't touch my phone. Okay. So because I really wanted to turn this thing around, but that would just look weird. So I'm going to glue it like this. No, I really shouldn't touch my phone, but that was my brush, so technically it wasn't me, it was my brush. These are so boring. Okay, so this is really not me because they are so empty. They do look cool, but yeah. Well, they look a bit boring. Doei Janneke, bedankt dat je er was. Okay, I'm going to go for the glass glitter, guys. So I could use some glass gel, but I know like the container is stuck and I need to ask my boyfriend if can he open it because I can't. So just doing a little bit. Of my glossy accents. And the reason I'm using glossy accents because of the little nib. It's like really thin, so it's easy to use. And then let me get my little spoon. I like the best spoons there are. They are so easy. Okay, and now just tapping a bit of the glass beads on here. Glass beads? No, glass glitter, Cindy, glass glitter. Not too much, but just enough to make it shine a bit. I really like the effect of the glass glitter. So I'm really happy I bought this big container. This is so cute. I like this. Don't you? It's really cool. So, let me get rid of the excess glitter. I really like this. It's completely different from what I would do normally, but I really like the way these look. Okay, let me think. I'm going to do some wax on the sides, and then I'm going to finish them, because I think that everything that I'm going to do after this will just ruin them, I guess. But let me get some wax here. This wax is a bit too liquid. It's more soft than my other waxes are, so I'm not really know how to use it. So that was one. Two. And I'm just using the same colors as I used on the little ornaments. My hands look like really big on the screen now. So I'm thinking, should I use some text on one of these? I think that would be cool. And maybe I can do it on this one, because I don't really like how the flower turned out. But maybe I can just add a text. And I'm thinking, should I use my sentiments or should I just create my own? I'm probably going to create my own, yes. Let's see if I have the black one in here. Yes, I do. Let me get you up for just a sec. That's better. And I'm going to do a text that is perfect for these ATCs. And maybe you're already guessing what I'm typing. Or maybe I did a little bit. I didn't. Why did I do this? I got a scissor. Those fingers, wow. Crafty fingers. Okay, I'm going to use a bit of my glue gun. Oh, yes. Well, that won't work. Obviously. Oh, yes, of course, it will melt. I knew this, but why did I do that? Okay, so let's create a quick one. Okay, so that wasn't really clever. I know that it won't work this way, but okay, so I'm really struggling with my Dymo at the moment. Wow. Maybe the universe is telling me that it doesn't need any text. Okay, so now it's okay. Yes, well, I really need to do it like this. I can use some glossy accents. I thought let go is like the perfect text for this one. Perfect. So maybe some drops and then it's finished. Copper, and we need a pink, and we need a blue that I don't have. Maybe I shouldn't do drops. No, I'm not going to do drops. I know a lot of you think, make up your mind, Cindy. So I did. They're finished, and I'm very proud of myself that I can like really push myself to not go any further with this. They are finished. I like them. I haven't used the Mica though, which I kind of regret, but it's okay. I will survive. I will use it next time, but I really like it. So they are finished. I really like how they turn out. And you guys have been quiet for like half an hour now, so probably most of you are just watching a movie and forgot that I was talking to. Oh no, Vinny is still here. So I hope you enjoyed. Well, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about the products that I've used, or if you're watching this video like afterwards, or you think of something that you'd like to know, just ask me. And well, in the comment section. And let me show you a little close-up of the A2C coins so you can see them. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm really happy that you've enjoyed yourselves. I hope you have like a wonderful weekend. It's Friday, yay. And well, I hope to see you next time. If you haven't subscribed it yet, please do, if you like my videos, and hit the bell icon so you get a notification whenever I upload something new. So thanks, and have a wonderful evening. Bye.